while since I picked up my camera to film something. I have mostly been editing footage from my travels in June, so I haven't really been vlogging and I feel like I got a little bit out of practice, but this first week of July I just documented some bits because in July I always feel like there's so much fun stuff happening. I had my birthday this week and just did a bunch of side quests, and I didn't really talk to the camera, so I'm doing an intro like this, but yeah, just a bunch of memories that I wanted to capture. It has been incredibly hot here, actually very concerning and not very comfortably hot. I've just been seeking out the shade a lot and drinking refreshing things and putting on my sunscreen. On the 3rd of July there was a very early football match. We got up very early at 4 a.m. so that we could go watch the Algeria and Switzerland game at a public viewing. We got some coffee and just gathered with all the people. It was very fun to walk through the city that early in the morning and see like all the people who were going to watch the game. Switzerland won, so it was very fun because of that too. Ja. I took the train to my grandparents because the day before the birthday party that I had, my grandma and I just prepared all the food and did some baking. And then the next day we had my birthday party. I had a little garden party in my aunt's garden. She has this beautiful garden. I'm so grateful she let me make this little party there.
Ja, mies ist das links. Immer auf Insta die Reels, was du auch likest.
It's always so special to have your people from like different parts of your life all gathered.
Das aber schon nicht.
And then on my actual birthday we went on a hike. I actually only got 2 hours of sleep for some reason. I couldn't fall asleep that night, which was a very bad idea to still go on the hike because I felt like fainting most of the time going up the mountain, which is dangerous. So I don't recommend doing that, but I ended up being fine and it was so worth it because the view was so beautiful. I went up there, this mountain, when I was 9, but I haven't gone since.
aber das ist mega cool, gell?
Laurin hat auf deinen Snap geantwortet. Wow, hat er geschrieben. Ja, gell?
Extrem, ja.
Ja. After that, I went home with my mom and spent some time at home.
You sleep next to me, I dream of eternity. I'll be the greatest I can be, as long as you hold me. And maybe I'm not more than what I am to those I love.
We made some ceramics. I haven't made any ceramics for a while, and I always love making ceramics. I feel so lucky that my mom makes ceramics, so I just always can make ceramics for free when I want to. That's just so cool. And I made a little palette for mixing my acrylic paint because I only have a very small plate. It's always too small for mixing. And then I didn't film that, but I also made a bowl for kind of salad, and I didn't paint them. I wanted to put a glaze on both things, but I haven't decided what glaze yet.
And if I go to Hollywood, then babe, you're coming too, 'cause I want it. I do. Most things pass unnoticed.
And then before going home,
Ja.
we went to watch the Switzerland-Colombia match. I've been reading a bunch of really cool books this spring. I have been on a Deborah Levy kick, and I wanted to talk about them because it's been a while since I talked about books. So the first one I read by Deborah Levy is actually not here. I borrowed it from the library, but that was August Blue, and I read that on the train back home from Venice. That is one of her fiction books, and it was so good that I got obsessed with her books and her work, so I just kept buying Deborah Levy books, which I love. I always laugh when I find a new favorite author that I just know I like and I love the writing of, and then I just have kind of a new comfort author. August Blue was a very dreamlike, feverish novel about a woman who is a concert pianist, and she has kind of an existential crisis. I love the dynamic between her and her stepfather, who's also kind of her piano teacher, and I just really enjoyed this book. It's very weird and very unlike anything I've read before. Really enjoyed it, and yeah, so that's what got me into Deborah Levy. I gave that one 5 stars, August Blue. And then the next one I read was another fiction. This is Hot Milk, and also very dreamlike, feverish kind of vibe. And this is about a mother-daughter relationship set in southern Spain. They go there to treat the mother, who has a very mysterious illness, and they go to see this very strange doctor. And the daughter is an anthropologist, and she's also kind of having a life crisis. This one I also really liked, but I gave it 4 stars. I loved August Blue a bit more, but this one is definitely a very good summer read, I would say. Beautiful, but also kind of confusing, but I kind of like that. I do like kind of strange books sometimes. Also, these books I read very fast because I just inhaled them. I just really enjoyed the writing. So yeah. Then I bought this in Edinburgh. This one is also a fiction book, but it is about a woman who writes an essay about Gertrude Stein, who is of course a real person, so it's a very interesting concept. So I really liked learning more about Gertrude Stein. She's a very interesting woman, of course, an American poet and a queer icon, but I must say, maybe that's a hot take, but I almost enjoyed the part about the fictional narrator and her friend group in Paris almost more. Still enjoyed learning about Gertrude Stein, and it was kind of my introduction to Gertrude Stein. I didn't know anything about her before, and now I want to read her work, which is good. So yeah, that one I gave also 4 stars. And then we're coming to the best ones. Her Living Trilogy. This is her nonfiction series and her memoir. And these books are... so glad I picked them up. They have been on my TBR for a very long time, and very glad I finally got around to reading them. This is the first one, Things I Don't Want to Know. This is kind of about her childhood, and all these books I underlined so much, and I know I'm gonna reread these, and I'm gonna recommend them to everyone I talk to about books. I gave all of them 5 stars. She writes about what it's like to be a woman in this world, and also the cost of freedom and how hard it is to live the way that feels true to you and not what society wants you to do with your life. Like, a lot of things she wrote hit very close to home. I'm very glad I read these books at a young age, because I think they kind of changed my brain chemistry. I'm not exaggerating. I really, really love these books, and I highly recommend them. I think they're the best books I've read in 2026 so far, and probably the best books of the last 3 years ever. I don't know. They're just very good. And they're very much worth all the attention that they get. This one was my favorite though, The Cost of Living. This second one, really, really amazing. I went to the library a couple of days ago, and I borrowed 2 new books that I've been wanting to read for a while, and these are gonna be my July books. I haven't been reading that much, to be honest. Maybe I'm also gonna finish reading a poetry book. I don't know. But I got Pure Color by Shayla Hedy. I have heard a lot of Pure Color, and I don't really know what it's about, but I've heard good things, and I'm excited to read it. This is a cover I've actually never seen online. It's with a flower. I've always seen the green one. Then I borrowed The Years by Annie Ernaux. I've actually borrowed this before when I borrowed too many books, and then I couldn't finish it before I had to return it. But it's a book I really want to read. It has amazing reviews. Love a memoir. These are my next reads. And that was my book update. And this is also the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!